All right, what's up guys? So today I want to talk about Apex Outdoor Rewards. You know, I'm scrolling through Facebook, one of their ads pop up. You know, they have really good production and it does seem like some Chinese company or something just put together a really awesome commercial and all this stuff. And people are paying $175 and they're sending these cameras that they're probably buying for 20 to 50 bucks was my assumption. And they're pocketing, you know, $125. How is anybody gonna confirm whether or not they're actually paying people out? This is what was going through my head. So what I do is I test the waters by sending a support message on their website. If somebody responds within a day or two, then somebody is actually looking after this brand and this company. If somebody doesn't respond to me until next week, well, that's not good. Within 10 minutes, I get an email back saying, hey, this is Colby, I'm the executive, whatever, yada, yada, yada. We exchange personal numbers. We start talking to each other. Come to find out, they're based out of Franklin, Tennessee, which is very close to me. He explains to me that him and some buddies, they were doing it online as friends, and they just kind of decided to expand it and turn it into a business because they enjoyed it, figured everybody else would enjoy it. But one of the biggest drawbacks they've had since they've started it, obviously, is everybody thinks it's a scam. Anytime you see cash prizes or rewards, scam. That's what I think. And one of the reasons that drew me to this, you know, you got the bass fishing tournaments. Well, they do this for turkey season and deer season. It's kind of the same thing. This is the only thing they do. They don't do this as a side hustle or anything like that. And so he sends me a message saying, hey, you know, we're trying to get more people comfortable with this. So if you are willing to do it this season and give your honest feedback, we need negative feedback, positive feedback. That's the only way we're going to grow this and make it better. I was like, well, I'm your guy. You know, I would tell it like it is. This is how it comes. It comes in this box like this. You get this camera, you get a magnification lens or whatever. They send you measuring tape to measure, two of them to measure your antlers, to do the Boone and Crockett scoring system or whatever, charging, extra batteries. They send you a little mount that you could attach to your stabilizer and then put this on your bow, which I was using early season. I can't find it. I'll have to just put a picture of it up. This thing is very surprising for what you pay for it. Let's talk about kind of how it works if you're not familiar with it. So the way it works is it's a $175 entry. If it's your first time ever, you get the camera and all this stuff. If it's not your first time, like this is your second year, they're not gonna send you a camera every time you register, right? They wanna make sure everybody can do what they need to do to compete in this competition. So very cool of them to do this, because without this, I don't think this would be possible. Every time you go hunt, you do a quick 360 when you get up in your stand. You're creating a video of the 360 surroundings so that obviously you can say you're there. But what you're doing is you're making a file with the metadata and timestamp showing that you were in that area. Once you do your 360, and then if you kill a deer, when I was talking to Colby, he said they're pretty lenient on this because obviously it happens fast. As long as you do the 360 video or whatever, and you have the actual raw files, the raw video files, like, you know, you cannot edit the files and then send that. They need the raw files that you filmed out of your camera so that they can look at the metadata that cannot be changed for that video to show that it was shot on that day, the kill shot, or you walking up to the deer was shot on that day, and all of that stuff links up. Go to their website, I think it's Leaderboard, you can see the winners. Go look at those videos and you can see the winners and all the videos of the people that have entered and won, and kind of see what they did to submit their entry or submit their score and all that stuff. But essentially, once you upload that, you are now entered. You've used your entry for that buck. Now, you can purchase another entry. You can do it anytime throughout the season. Same thing with turkey season. But the key is, like, if I'm gonna go tomorrow, say I got this big buck showing up on camera, I cannot go and kill that deer and then buy the entry and then enter it, right? That's stupid. And that's why you have to submit raw video that hasn't been edited so they can compare that against when you purchased your entry. Once you upload the results, from my understanding, you won't get paid out until the next season. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. You gotta understand, I think they're currently in 30-something states right now. All of these people are uploading all these videos, and these guys have to organize all this. They have to upload it to their website. I mean, it's a lot of work for 3 or 4 people to do. And obviously, if say the video is an hour long, they can't upload hour-long videos to their website. So they have to go in, upload what's necessary to show that that person shot 100 550-inch deer in the state of Tennessee, and then go on to the other up to 2,500. Now let's talk about how it works as far as the payment, and then that will make more sense on how they're making money. Each state gets 2,500 entries. The first place person makes $15,000. The second place person would win 12.5K. Third place winner would win 10K, all the way up to 70th place. So basically first through 70th at least wins and doubles their money. Okay, so I added all of this up. Now this is for each state. What I'm reading you here is based off if the state was maxed out with 2,500 entries, which according to him, that's never even been done yet. Like here in the state of Tennessee, he told me the entries as of like 3 weeks ago, maybe 70 people or something. And that gives you a better chance to win. It's just gonna be a smaller prize pool. If everybody pays $175, 2,500 people entering, that's a total of $430,000 per state. There's 430K paid in, 103,000 is paid out in prizes. So that takes them down to 330K of money they've gotten from, let's just say, Tennessee. But then you have to account for the cameras that they're sending out. Let's just say, since it's so new, everybody's getting a camera. If you need a replacement camera, they're $100. That means they probably paid 40 or 50 bucks for them. So I did the math on $50, which I think is pretty fair. And if you have to buy 2,500 cameras each year at 50 bucks, that's $125,000 just in cameras. Then you got to account for the tape, all the accessories, the batteries, all the stuff, the packaging. So that I gave $100,000. I just went on their website and took whatever it costs to order replacements and cut it in half. When you add all of that up, they're making roughly $100,000 per state if everything was maxed out, which it's not. $100,000 per state, and they're doing 30-something states. So you're looking at about a $3 million profit, $3 to $5 million profit for a business per year with 3 or 4 people. They're not making a lot of money, guys. They're really not. Now, when this thing starts taking off and everybody's entering and, you know, and people are repeating and they don't have to send cameras out and they don't have to do all that stuff, over time, I'm sure they will start making money. But hopefully that math adds up and that makes sense. And I know that's probably going a little too deep, but if I'm gonna recommend something or give my opinion on something, I just wanna make sure that's something I was just curious about, like how much money are these guys actually making? And I guarantee you that's pretty close. So now the camera, which is probably what most people are curious about. Now I did some filming on it and I'll upload some of the footage. I'm gonna tell you right now, this camera, very impressive. It's got some weight to it. It's got 10x optical zoom, 4K. Now just keep in mind, guys, you know, and they'll tell you this is not a Seek 1, the Hunting Public. This is not that kind of camera. Can you record good footage with this camera? Absolutely. You can record incredible footage with this camera in good light. And this light here, this cloudy light, as long as it's like this, it'll work great. 30 minutes, 15, 30 minutes before dark, you're in a bunch of cedars and it's pitch black dark. Dude, I have a $1,500 camera that can't even do that. But as far as like, you know, zooming in and recording stuff, it looks fine. You know, it does great. It has white balance settings and exposure if you're into that kind of stuff. It has a little light on it. I was actually very impressed with this camera and what they're sending you for $100. And then on top of that, they give you this little zoom lens. If you're hunting a field or something and you know for sure the deer is going to be 60 yards, you could take this and screw it on the end here and it's automatically going to 2x your footage. And it does work. That's pretty cool that they send that. It has a mic jack on it. It has a HDMI out port, has a little light on the front of it that you can use up close. I mean, it has everything you need to record your hunt. It's not going to be a great low light camera. The second drawback of this camera is going to be stabilization. If you're going to get this camera, if you really want to use this footage, me personally, I would not attach this to my bow stabilizer. If you want it to look good, you're going to need something called a fluid head. This screws on top of a tripod or a camera arm. A lot of times I keep this in my bag because I go hunting a lot of times with buddies that have ladder stands and stuff. And I'll take and I'll lock this down on one of the ladder stand arms, and then I'll take this and screw it in the top. And then I won't be able to use my big camera camera, I'll throw my phone on there, or in this case here, you can just take this right here, screw it on top, and boom. I would also say that the Genesis 3D sub 1 fluid head that I'll put video footage of, I would not go into the woods without that. I mean, that has saved me so many times. It's perfect for something like this camera right here, and it's only like 30, 40 bucks. And then say the batteries die in this camera, you can flip up the back and throw your phone on it. It has a place on the top for a shoe mount. Is it the best fluid head in the world? No. Is it sticky kinda? Yes. It's not perfect. Will it work? Yes. Such a great fluid head. And I highly suggest it if you're getting this camera. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video on this and give you guys my initial thoughts on this. Like, as I go through the season, I have already shot a buck this year. It's not no mega giant. I'm very grateful for it. You know, he's actually an older deer. His antler growth just wasn't great. It was my first bow buck, and if we go through the entire season and that's the only deer I get, I will upload that as my entry. We get 2 tags in this state, so I'm gonna try to get something that grosses over 100. I'm telling you, if you guys were on the fence about it, give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. If y'all have tried this before, I will let you guys know more at the end of the season. As always, God bless. Till next time, thank you everyone.